This tactic is one of a kind. It is a balanced tactic, a 4-3-3 tactic by Vukojevic and Mr. Green. Thank you guys for letting me use this tactic for the YouTube video. You guys are absolutely great. This tactic plays unbelievable football, scores goals, and most of all, wins games. And the best thing about it, it wins trophies. This tactic really delivers. Now, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. But less of that, let's get into this tactic. The elite side I tested this tactic with is FC Bayern Munich. And as you can see, cleaned up absolutely domestically and were very unlucky in a Champions League semi-final being knocked out by Benfica. Harry Kane, as you can see, 13 goals in the Champions League, 33 big goals in the league. It certainly got Harry Kane firing. I'm going to take a look at the schedule now to show you kind of how you got on. I mean, it was very unlucky losing on penalties in the semi-final. As you know, anything can happen on penalties. Beating big Dynamo Dresden 6-0 in the DFB Pokal as well. In terms of the squad, the goals, Harry Kane, well, played like Harry Kane in real life. Got 50 goals, 18 from Sane, 16 from Musiala. And then you've got Kingsley Coman, Leon Goretzka getting goals, Matthias Tel, Kimmich with the assists alongside Rafa Guerrero and Fonzie Davis. This tactic is absolutely cracked. It plays brilliant football, which I'm about to show you. The amount of goals you score is just simply unrealistic. This tactic is fun to watch, fun to play, and scores great goals. As you can see, Fonzie Davis down the wing, cuts inside, Musiala's there, Musiala doesn't miss. And this is in the DFB Pokal final. Yes, they're playing against Dynamo Dresden, but the style of play, the press, the winning the ball back, the counter-attacking, it is so good. Davis again on the left. Goretzka hits a wild shot into the bottom corner. It scores beautiful goals like you've just seen. It gets set plays, and we know Harry Kane does not miss penos. What a finish that was. Again, from another set piece, you've got Musiala again combining with Coman out on the wing, twisting, turning, great little short passing, and then into the box for the finesse finish there. And it doesn't stop there. The goals just kept flowing, and that's exactly what you're going to see if you use this tactic in your save. Left back Davis goes on an absolute mad one, and Kane finishes it off. The next step is always to kick it off, another test with a sort of a mid-tier team in a league. And I went for Monaco in League Earn, getting knocked out in the quarterfinals by PSG. Well, it's PSG. That's going to happen. Monaco finishing 4th, getting Champions League football in the first season. Only a few points off, finishing from runners-up as well. I think the problem here was the draws, 14 draws. I mean, maybe if you were playing this yourself, you could switch it to positive. If you turn those draws into wins, you definitely finished second with this tactic. And as you can see, the goals there, Wissam Ben Yedder, Alexander Golovkin got in on the goal. So did Youssef Fofana. It wasn't as goal scoring as what we saw with Bayern Munich, but obviously Monaco don't have that same level of quality, and they are holiday sims, so do bear that in mind when you're judging these tactics. It's definitely a great tactic to pick. I then wanted to try it out with a smaller team who were the best in their league and see if we could produce that same level of quality that we did with Bayern. And we did produce the quality that I was after in the Bulgarian division. I chose Ludogorets as they are the biggest and best club in Bulgaria. Currently 91 big boy points, as you can see. Got to the Europa League round of 16 being beat by Villarreal. Defeat in the Bulgarian Cup is a little bit of a tough one to take, but these things happen. Bulgarian Super Cup winning that, so a domestic double with them is very good. In terms of the squad, what you'll see is Quado Dua, who has been shining at this Euros at time of recording with 23 big boy goals. Rohan Cruz, 16. Todor Nedelev, a player that I've trained with myself in real life. What a player he is. 12 goals and 9 assists. Was once linked to Tottenham, believe it or not, back in the day, 2013. You can check out the rumours if you Google them. And then Bernard got in on the goals as well. So did Oliver Verdon. Their squad is obviously a lot better than anything in the Bulgarian division. But in a one-off game, obviously, CSK Sofia did beat them. But now, let's get into the tactic. But before we get into the tactic, if you've made it this far into the video, please do like this video and subscribe to the channel. If just a couple of you watching subscribed, it would make my day and it would change the trajectory of my channel. I appreciate it as much as everybody else. Now, let's get into it. Sweeper keeper on defend with tackle harder. Wing back on support with a lot of additional instructions. You've got take more risk, cross more often, cross from deep, cross aim center, dribble more, shoot less, stay wider and tackle harder. Ball play and centre back, dribble more, close down more, tackle harder. And that's on both of them. The wing backs both have the same instructions as well. Regista. Now, you don't normally see Registas in tactics that are very good, and this one is a very good tactic, I have to say. And it's dribble less and tackle harder for a Regista. 2 standard central midfield players with take more risks, cross more often, get further forward, stay wider, and tackle harder on one of them. And then the get further forward, roam from position, and tackle harder on the second one. Both of those are on support roles as well. Winger on support with take more risk, cross from deep, cross aim centre, and the same on the left-hand side. Up front, you've got my favourite role in Football Manager, an advanced forward on tackle harder. It is a balanced tactic. Balanced tactics this year, I have to say, have been very, very good for me. I can't fault them. They've been absolutely great. Now, in a league where probably you're the better team, you could go down the route of playing more positive ball with this tactic if you wanted to. But balance, as you saw with Bayern, as you've seen with Ludogorets, was very, very good. In the case of the Monaco sim, probably positive would have finished second, if that makes sense. If you were running this yourself, pass in possession is pass into space, play out of defense, play down the left and the right, short passing, higher tempo, run at defense, be more disciplined. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly, roll it out. Fairly standard in the transitional phase there. Out of possession, here's the defensive shape. It is a much higher defensive line and it's got a higher line of press. What you want to do is make sure that you've got fast defenders, because if you don't have fast defenders on this, you might want one of those defenders to cover, or you may want to drop back this defensive line again. If you're coming up against a team like PSG, who have got Kolo Muani, have got Mbappe, you're going to struggle a little bit, I would say, personally. But you could drop this back a little bit and that would solve that problem. Trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution and get stuck in. Brings up the intensity. Again, a lot of the tactics that you see are built on that Gengen press style. They are very, very intense. And what you're going to need, like I say on every tactic that's intense, is you're going to need the right training and a good squad depth. And you'll be perfectly fine. Just make sure you're resting your players, giving those players a few days off to rest and recover, and you will come back fit and firing. Now, this is a great tactic. Highly recommend it. The link to the tactic is in the description. It will also be on FM Scout and FM Base as well. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a tactic you want me to test out, comment you want me to test a tactic in the comments, and I'll get back to you how you can send it to me and how your tactic can make it onto the YouTube channel and the TikTok channel as well. And if not, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on another video.